I'm going to keep it straightforward, because when you're looking at a high-efficiency tankless water heater, the biggest question is whether it actually fits your daily life, not how many numbers you can toss at it. If you've been scrolling through endless specs and wondering if you'll end up with a system that sits on the patio forever or a heater that still leaves you shivering under the shower, this review is for you. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the hesitation most buyers feel is around three things: the upfront cost, the installation complexity, and the ongoing propane usage. A tankless unit promises endless hot water, but that promise only holds if the unit can keep up with your household's peak demand, and if you have the right gas line and venting already in place. It's easy to imagine buying a sleek outdoor heater, mounting it on a wall, and then discovering you need a larger propane tank, a longer vent pipe, or a professional to certify the installation expenses that can quickly push the total well beyond the sticker price. The Takagi H3J is marketed as a compact, condensing model that delivers up to 6.6 gallons per minute. In practice, that flow rate works well for a single shower plus a faucet running simultaneously, or 2 short showers back-to-back. If your family routinely runs a bathtub, a dishwasher, and a washing machine at the same time, you'll start to see the temperature dip. That's not a flaw in the unit, it's a limitation of the 6.6 GPM rating. Knowing that ahead of time saves you from the frustration of a lukewarm shower on a busy morning. One of the biggest practical strengths here is the condensing technology. By extracting heat from the exhaust gases before they leave the system, the heater squeezes more usable energy out of each gallon of propane. The result is a noticeable reduction in fuel consumption compared with older non-condensing models. For a homeowner who already runs a propane furnace or a grill, the incremental cost of heating water drops enough to make a real dent in the monthly bill. The unit also meets the 2012 SCQMD Rule 1146.2 for ultra-low NOx emissions, which matters if you live in a region with strict air quality regulations or simply want a greener footprint. The safety side is another concrete advantage. Takagi has integrated computerized safety controls that monitor flame status, water flow, and temperature, shutting down the unit automatically if something goes out of range. Because there's no standing pilot light, you eliminate a constant source of propane draw and one more point of failure. That translates into both lower standby consumption and peace of mind, especially during a power outage when the unit will simply stay off rather than trying to ignite a pilot. Now, let's talk about the hidden trade-offs. The unit is designed for outdoor installation, which is great for preserving indoor space, but it also means you need a location that stays above freezing, or you have to add a freeze protection kit. In colder climates, the heat exchanger can get too cold during extended periods of non-use, and the system will shut down to protect itself. Some owners have found that a small insulated enclosure solves the problem, but that's an extra material cost and an additional step you have to plan for before the first winter. Another practical consideration is the venting. Because this is a condensing heater, it requires a stainless steel vent that can handle lower temperature exhaust gases. That's different from a traditional vent that can tolerate higher heat, and it typically means you need a longer, correctly sloped pipe to the outside. Trying to retrofit an existing vent meant for a conventional water heater often ends in a failed inspection. If you're not comfortable running a new vent line, you'll need a licensed installer, and that labor can run several $100s. Who should buy this? If you have a modest-sized home, say, 3 to 4 bedrooms where the peak hot water demand rarely exceeds 2 simultaneous uses, the Takagi H3J offers a space-saving, energy-efficient solution that will pay for itself over time through lower propane bills. It also makes sense for vacation properties where you don't want a bulky tank sitting inside the house, or for homeowners in regions with strict NOx limits who need to stay compliant without sacrificing hot water. Who should skip it? If you run a large household that often has 3 or more showers running at once, a dishwasher, and a washing machine all in the same hour, you'll likely outpace the 6.6 GPM ceiling and end up with temperature fluctuations. In that scenario, a larger capacity tankless unit or even a hybrid system that combines a small buffer tank with a tankless heater might be a better fit. Also, if you're on a tight budget and can't afford professional installation or the necessary venting upgrades, the upfront savings of a smaller, non-condensing model might outweigh the efficiency gains of this Takagi. The bottom line, after looking at the specifications, the safety features, and the real-world installation requirements, is that the Takagi H3J SB delivers exactly what its marketing promises: endless hot water.